Kareem was just an ordinary young man. He had a simple life, a decent job, and a good heart. But there was something inside him that even he did not fully realize. Every night after a long day, Kareem would scroll through social media, watching influencers who had millions of followers. They lived in luxury, huge mansions, expensive cars, designer clothes, and endless money. But there was something else about them. They made their wealth in ways that went against Islamic values, spreading shameless content, promoting haram lifestyles, mocking religious people, and influencing others to follow their path. Kareem knew that what they did was wrong, but still he admired them. He wished he had their success. They don't even work hard, he would think. They just make videos, post pictures, and yet they live like kings. And me? I work all day and barely make enough. Though he never acted like them, he spent hours watching their lives, secretly wishing he could trade places with them. One night, after scrolling through their posts for hours, he fell asleep with his phone still in his hand. But this was no ordinary sleep. Suddenly, Kareem found himself standing in a strange place. The sky above him was dark, yet in the distance there was a bright and peaceful light. He turned and saw a group of people, their faces full of serenity. They looked happy and content, standing under the shade of beautiful trees, speaking gentle words that calmed his heart. Kareem took a step toward them. But before he could reach them, he heard loud laughter behind him. He turned, and what he saw made his blood turn cold. There, in a different direction, was a huge crowd of influencers, the ones he had watched for years. They were dressed in their expensive clothes, still showing off their wealth, still laughing and boasting. But something was wrong. The gold on their jewelry looked dull. Their laughter was forced and empty. The more Kareem looked, the more he saw. Their smiles were fake, their eyes full of regret. And before he could move, something pulled him toward them. No, I don't belong with them. He tried to resist, but the force dragged him closer. He struggled, his heart pounding in fear. I never did what they did. I never posted anything bad. I never followed their ways. He cried out. And then a voice, calm yet powerful, echoed around him. But your heart loved them, and on this day you will be gathered with those whom you loved. Kareem's chest tightened with fear. His admiration, his silent wish to be like them, had made him one of them. The realization hit him like a wave of fire. No, please, I don't want to be with them. He screamed, he fought, he struggled, and then he woke up. His heart was racing. His body was covered in sweat. He looked around. He was in his room, his phone still in his hand, the screen glowing. It had been a dream, but it did not feel like a dream. It felt like a warning. For the rest of the day, Kareem could not focus. His heart was troubled. What did it mean? Was it just his imagination, or was Allah trying to tell him something? By evening, he decided he needed answers. He left his house and walked straight to his childhood friend, Hamza, a young scholar known for his wisdom. As soon as he entered Hamza's home, he sat down and poured his heart out. He told him about the dream, about the influencers he admired, and about the terrifying moment when he was dragged toward them. Hamza listened carefully. When Kareem finished, there was a long silence. Then, in a gentle voice, Hamza asked, "Tell me honestly, Kareem, do you admire these people? Do you secretly wish you could live their life?" Kareem lowered his head. Shame filled his heart. "Yes, I always wished I had their success. Even though I knew they earned it the wrong way, I still wanted it. Hamza took a deep breath and then said, Kareem, the Prophet ﷺ said, a person would be along with one whom he loves. Kareem looked up, his eyes wide. But I never did anything wrong. I never followed their ways. Why would I be with them? Hamza leaned forward. It is not just about actions, Kareem. It is about your heart. The scholars say this hadith also applies to those who admire sinful people, even if they don't commit those sins themselves. If your heart is attached to them, if you desire what they have, then on the day of judgment, you will be with them. Kareem felt his stomach drop. He had always thought admiration was harmless, but now he realized it was shaping his soul. Hamza continued, But Allah has given you a chance, my friend. He has woken you up before it is too late. Now you have to decide. Do you still want to follow them, even if it is only in your heart? Or do you want to turn your love towards those whom Allah loves? Kareem took a deep breath. His mind was clearer than it had ever been. No, he said firmly. I don't want to admire them anymore. I want to admire the righteous, the ones who remind me of Allah. I want to be gathered with them on the last day, not with those whose success is built on sin. A sense of relief washed over him. He felt as if a heavy weight had been lifted. From that day on, Kareem changed what he consumed. He unfollowed the influencers who only promoted wealth and fame through sin. Instead, he started following those who spread wisdom, knowledge, and a path that led to true success in the eyes of Allah. And as time passed, his heart felt lighter, cleaner, and full of peace, because now he knew he would be gathered with those whom he truly loved. If you enjoyed this story, please like the video, leave a comment, and share it to spread the word. Your support means a lot.